Hello, everybody. This video is going to be on completing Docusign paperwork. So this is what the candidate sees once you've launched paperwork, like you wanted to do in the previous video. Now, what we'll do here is we'll take a look at the email the candidate sees. So this is what the candidate sees here. It just says, please review and sign your document. It's just an email with a name and all that good stuff. And it shows who it's from here. And the candidate gets the opportunity to view documents. So this is what the candidate's going to do. Is going to click on this View Documents field here. Now, the first thing it's going to ask them to do is it's going to ask them to um, to agree to sign with electronic signature. So they'll do that, and then they'll hit Review Documents. Now, I want to start by saying these red boxes are required fields. There's one required field we weren't able to put a red box around, and that is the check appropriate box for federal tax classification. So you might want to take a pen and a paper or a note or something and write that sentence down right there. So you can tell your candidates when they go in to do paperwork that there's one field that's required that doesn't have a red box around it, to make sure they go in and select their federal tax classification. Check appropriate box for federal tax classification. So let them know that they need to check that even though it's on a red box, okay? So what we'll do here is just go ahead and fill this out as a candidate would so you can see everything. So just going to click sole proprietor, put an address in here. I don't know Denver's zip code, so I'm just going to put in home state, and then the zip code's there. Okay, so once they do that, the next thing they have to do is put either a social security number or an EIN number, employment identification number. If it's a sole proprietor, it's always a social. If they have an S corp, they might have an EIN number. So whatever, they'll know. If they have an S corp, they'll know. They've done this before. So they have to check one of the boxes and then go in and put that number. They hit next, and then they go to the signature part. Now the signature is pretty neat. I mean, if you've ever used Docusign before, you know you can just select a style. If you want to have that be your signature, that's fine. You can actually draw your own signature. So I'll do right here. Not great with a mouse, but anyway, I can adopt that as that's my signature, and that'll sign. Now the system automatically takes me to the next document, but I can scroll and read all this stuff too if I want to. I'm going to go through, for the sake of brevity and instruction on this video, I'm just going to go through it quickly, and so you'll be able to follow along. Okay, so now this is the preferred name fields. So just go ahead and fill that out. Next. So again, these are just documents. It's an independent contractor agreement. They get signed. It's going to take them to the next one. This one is the acknowledgement, the insider trading program acknowledgement. This one is the broker agreement, agent broker agreement. Now, again, all of the stuff is here. They should be reading this stuff. Tell them it's just, if they hit next, it's going to take them to the next thing. So the best thing to do is just scroll down and read everything. All right, so we'll go to the next one. Sign. This is E&O selection, so I'm going to just select one and then sign. Now the candidate goes to the lead distribution, they opt in, and they sign. Once they do all of this, they are going to get a confirmation. So I'll show you. So first they'll confirm their signing, and it will confirm that they've got everything done. Now, here's what I would suggest that you tell your candidates when you're sending them these things. They are not required to create a password here. Their documents are good. They're good to go. They can X out of this if they want to. They can download the documents from here and just print them out or whatever they wanted to do to send them on their hard drive. But I kind of suggest that they go in and create a password. The reason I do is because just in case they miss something, they need to go back in later on. It's easier if they do create a password. So you want to tell them at the end, they don't have to create a password, but it's just easier if they do, okay? I've already done it, so I can't do it again here to show you, but if they create a password, we'll just say, hey, you're good now, just write it down, and then they can go back in at any time and view these documents whenever they want to, or if they forgot something, which I'll show you on the next video, they can easily get back in and add it later and then go forward. So anyway, I'll X out of that. So, okay, so let me show you the video before we go forward that you will get and the candidate will get. It basically just says the documents have been completed. All parties have completed the envelope. Welcome to Zipper of the onboarding docs. And they can go back in and view them in Docusign if they'd like to. Okay, so on the next video, I'll show you how that information updates automatically inside Salesforce. So once all of that is done, you'll be able to mark a person hired. So we'll take a look at that in just a few seconds.